You are not alone in feeling inconsistent. The footage you see in this video was taken in the months of February and March, and it's now the end of March. I wanted to get into this habit of posting videos once a week, and that just hasn't been happening. I've been painting more than I ever have been, but it's really hard to hit all of your goals all at once. Since I started recording these videos, it's felt like it was about to be spring twice, and we've gotten 2 snow dumps. I really thought this would be out sooner, but now I think this footage is best suited to a video on inconsistency. I hope this vlog brings you comfort and makes you feel like you aren't alone. This kettle was so full. I literally barely tilted it and it started pouring out. Over the past few months, I've been preparing to be the featured artist at a local art bar. It is now the end of March, and I'm pretty sure they've made their decision, and I haven't heard anything back from them, so it's pretty safe to say that I haven't got it. But this has made me paint an unbelievable amount, and so I'm so glad that I did this, because now I just have this huge inventory of paintings that I've been working on. And this week here, starting in February, is the week I was working on Morning Tea is the name of the painting. And I tried to do a week in my life vlog. I got quite a bit of footage, but I ended up falling off about halfway through the week. Y'all, I had no idea how hard those videos are. Here I was thinking, this is going to be so simple. It's just a week in my life. How hard can it be? How hard can it be? Anyway, so I just started filming everything and got absolutely gassed. But this is some of that footage from this week. It's a little process that I'm working on, and hopefully it's mildly entertaining for what it is. After this, I kind of just hi Kona. After this, I kind of just fell off of the whole video creations in general and started scheduling posts on Instagram and tried to be a little bit more consistent there, because it was a bit easier when the load of painting I was doing was really heavy. But now that I'm just working on art and there isn't that big deadline and that big thing that I'm trying to hit, this is honestly the perfect time for me to make videos and catch up on all of the footage that I have. And then coming up soon here, I'll be working on a commission, so I'll share that journey with you too, and probably a future video. There's a lot of art process to get through in this video. So yeah, that can just be in a different video entirely. Maybe I'll talk a little bit about commissions if that's something that interests you guys and how I handle them in general. So we are just on my lunch break right now. All I have this evening is to work on the painting, Morning Tea, and I'm just going to show you guys that process of me working through it, and I'll let you know how far we get later. work on this painting. I'm gonna see how much I can get done. Hopefully, a lot of it. So I'm basically done my website. I wasn't even planning on doing that, but I just got into it today and I'm very, very excited with how it looks. But I'm not going to show you yet. I'm going to kind of keep it a surprise. I didn't do any filming yesterday. I honestly didn't even paint yesterday. It was kind of a day off. Gave myself a bit of a midweek break. But today we're going to get into it. We're going to do a little bit of painting. I'm going to have some coffee. Watch some good mythical morning first, but then I'm gonna get straight into it and I'll film a little bit for you guys.
So you gotta figure out like the rest of the year, which is how we utilize it, right? Does Whitman's even have?
She's just got her corn.
This is the same.
And like the filming god that I am, this day I recorded the back of my hand for like an hour straight. So here's like a couple little clips of progress in between the back of my hand. See, this is what it looked like. It was just my hand. You're welcome. I am still up in my messy kitchen art space, and I'm editing this video right now, and I'm realizing that I don't really have that much footage. So I thought that I would give you guys a little bit of a recap. I'm gonna pull out my journal because I tend to be kind of organized with that sometimes. I'll go through some of the stuff, show you guys some of the paintings that I did that I didn't quite get on footage, and update you a little bit. A lot has happened with the art business in the past little while. I got my first online sale and then my second, so I'm pretty stoked about that. So yeah, I'm excited to share with you guys all the progress. Okay, first, we're gonna clean this up because a lot's going on. The flowers are dying. It might be time for them to go. This is February and March. I think I have everything. I have 7 paintings that I finished over the span of February and March. I have another painting that I want to show you guys. I made prints of them. I'm so excited. I didn't make prints. I got prints ordered from a local place for them, so I'm really excited with how those turned out. And I've made certificates of authenticity. There's other things I did. And one of the things which I didn't do was actually record the footage of all of these paintings. I wanted to do this really fabulous jump cut where I snapped my fingers and my tea magically appeared in front of me because I wanted to feel like a wizard, like a magician who just spontaneously manifested my tea. Unfortunately, doing that made me come back and put the tea down and not press record and continue to yap to absolutely nobody. But these are my 5 abstract paintings that were inspired by a local artist. I wanted to go a little bit more bold with these and I had a lot of fun with them. I did them kind of all throughout February and March, kind of later February, a few of them in March. And then I have these two other paintings here. One of them is called Soft Spoken. She is soft and feminine and cute, and I just love the little atmospheric fuzziness in the background and the drips and all the texture and stuff. I had a lot of fun with that one. And then the other one is called Morning Tea with the flowers, and she's kind of a little bit of a set with another painting that I did called Youthful Glow. But yeah, so I forgot to record all of the footage of me yapping to you. But I did get some of me yapping about the website. So let me show you that. So this is what we have so far. I'm super excited. Let me turn up that brightness. Oh, maybe not. Maybe that's a bit much. Okay, I have my originals tabs, so you can see all of the original paintings. This one is the one that sold out, or I should say just sold, because there was only one of them. And then the other one I sold was also birds. Apparently people are loving the birds. But 2 birds, 1 stone is what I sold. So I was super excited about that one as well. And all of my product photography is just super basic. I added videos to all of them because I thought maybe that would help kind of give you an idea of what they looked like. They're very short clips, but I thought they were kind of goofy. And you know, showed my personality. And then I got my prints page, which as of right now has 1 print. That is the Statue of David print. And I just couldn't be happier with how it turned out. It's so cool. Oh, and these books in the corner of this photo, I was going to rip these up for a collage, and then I looked at the date in them, and oh my gosh, they are dated back to 1875, so I couldn't. I'm just so stoked. And then I have a bunch of like fun little hand-painted cards. In the months of February and March, I sold 4 cards. 2 to my partner's mom and 2 to my grandma. But you know what? I don't care. I sold cards and I'm happy about it. I'm just so excited. Can you feel my excitement through the camera? I'm so stoked. As soon as I got that order for that first painting, I just started filming a short and packing it up, and well, actually the first thing I did was start squealing like a child, but it's just so exciting. Okay, and the last thing that I really accomplished in the months of February and March were certificates of authenticity. So I ordered these really fun folders with gold on them because as I was getting these done, I was super into adding gold foil into almost every single one of my paintings. So I got those. I designed these through Canva. I used like a little bit of a template and kind of made it my own. And yeah, changed some wording and that kind of stuff. And now I just fill them out. It has the title, the artist, the details, all that good stuff. And it's in this like really cute, professional little folder. So everyone who gets an original off of my website now gets that. And I handwrite little thank you notes as of right now, although I think once I start selling more prints and more originals, I won't be able to handwrite them anymore. But that's looking way ahead in the future, because as of right now, I've sold two paintings, so that will not be a problem for a while. But yeah, it's been a productive and inconsistent 2 months, but that's normal, you know? I don't think anybody is perfectly productive all the time or is ever perfectly able to capture their productivity. I think it's really, there's a standard you see online. You see all these like perfect vlogs of everyone like waking up and going to yoga and then painting and marketing and all this stuff. And I think a lot of us watching those videos aren't full-time. I'm a part-time artist and I work a regular, I'd say 9 to 5, but it's a 7 to 3:30 because I only work 7.5-hour days. And I work from home, so I already have that benefit. So I want you to keep in mind, as you're watching this, seeing how productive I am, I don't have commute time. I can do a couple little things over my lunch break. I don't have kids. Yeah, I don't know. Life is just inconsistent, and I think that's okay. I think there's just this really high standard. Maybe for you, you see 7 paintings in a couple of months, and you think, oh my gosh, she barely even paints. Or maybe you see 7 paintings, and you're like, oh my God, I could never paint that much. Everyone's so different. Everybody's schedules are different. Everybody's feelings are different, and it's okay. It's okay to be slower, and it's okay to be faster too. You shouldn't, some people will say, oh, well, you didn't put 100 hours in that painting, so what, like, you didn't even try. How can you price it like that, you know? But there's also beauty in spontaneity. If you make really expressive paintings, they might take you not as long, unless you work in like a crap ton of layers. Then maybe your paintings take weeks. Maybe they need to dry in between. Maybe you use oil and not acrylics. I use acrylics. So my process is going to be like a tiny portion of what an oil painter would take to paint a painting, because you just, to paint a painting. Anyway, I hope you got something from this. I hope that you don't feel alone. I hope this brings you comfort. And I hope that you're not so hard on yourself, because you're good, you're great, you're doing fabulously. Okay? Have a tea, read a book, play some video games. Bye.